Anyway, we didn't expect that they would think that we were expecting. That we would expect that we thought that they'd think that we were expecting that they expected.
Is this the way that we're going to tell them that we're pregnant?
Welcome.
Ugh.
Welcome. We're going to talk about 5 things we didn't expect about marriage.
And I'm so sleepy from allergies.
Yeah, he
So
just
tired.
took a Benadryl, so if he falls asleep.
Oh.
Number 1, how many bills, things you have to pay for and take care of, you just don't really think about it until you're out of the house. I don't know, it's kind of crazy. Health insurance, car insurance, the car breaks down, renter's insurance, all this stuff. Of course, all necessary and worth it. Daniel was on his mom's insurance until his birthday just a couple days ago, and now it's like figuring out trying to get him on my insurance. It's just things that you don't really think about. Like when you think about getting married, you think about like having a house and doing this and going to your jobs and cooking food and buying food, whatever, but then you don't really think about all the little things.
Yeah, I feel like there's so many random things that you never would have thought of. I don't know, everything costs money, and
Yeah, and it's even if you're single and on your own, of course you have bills to pay and whatnot, but then even coming together, you are both working. There's just a lot more riding on the plate because you're not only paying for yourself, but you're also paying for the other person too. There's just a lot more at stake because it's not just you. Anyways.
it is overwhelming, kind of all the little things that you have to pay for. But as long as you work as a team, and just remember that you actually, even though there's more, you still at least have a teammate to do all this stuff with. If you look at it that way, it definitely helps.
Yeah.
So otherwise, I would be very overwhelmed with all the little things. But it's just play to each other's strengths, and then you have to really just trust and rely that the other person is going to do the job. It definitely can be discouraging, but as long as you're just sticking as a team and not, it seems hard, but it's not that bad if you work as a team.
Totally. I like that. Number 2 is how fast time would go. We got married almost 4 years ago. When you're in the dating and engaged season, you think about oh my gosh, the wedding day, it just can't come soon enough. I just want to be married. And then it's just all of a sudden you're already this far in. How on earth did we get here so quickly? I feel even growing up, it's I feel time just moved so slowly, and then all of a sudden it's just we're already here. It just makes me realize I just can't take any moment for granted because it just goes by so quickly, and so it just makes me enjoy all the little moments and everything.
I definitely struggle with anxiety of worrying about things. If you just live in the moment and just keep going moment by moment, giving your best in that moment, it helps a lot. Looking back at things, all the things that I regretted in our marriage were from just worrying about things instead of just living in the moment, because time is going to fly by before you know it, and the last thing you want to do is have all these regrets of just not living in the moment and chasing after the dreams that you have. Yeah.
It's really good. Number 3 is we expected it to be a lot harder than it is. Marriage is definitely not easy, and you definitely have to put work in to make it fun and a good healthy marriage. But I feel a lot of people told us oh, now it's gonna get hard, or oh, after 3 years, or oh, after the first year it's gonna get hard. Often I think about it, we're here and it's not hard. I feel our personalities definitely play a part in that.
I would say that it is hard, and it's supposed to be hard, but anything worth obtaining and worth keeping is gonna be hard.
Well, I feel people didn't say not hard, but as in it's gonna be bad.
Yeah.
And you're not gonna have any more fun, and it's just gonna be oh, you just work and you live, and then you fight and you try and work things out. Just no, it's literally the best thing ever.
It's definitely hard. It's only bad if you don't work on it.
Yeah.
You get what you whatever you put into it is what you're gonna get back out of it. So we both have the type of personality that doesn't want to have conflict, but we definitely do. We just work on it.
And I feel I guess I thought it would get harder as the years went on, but it felt it's gotten easier. I don't know, a way that we just know how each other ticks and just what works well for our relationship. Number 4, we didn't expect how often people would assume that we're pregnant or ask us when we're gonna be pregnant, or if we are. I feel it's been not like terrible, but definitely like people will be like, oh, like, do you have an announcement? Or it's like people that you like don't really know that well. And like obviously like we talk about it with people like our family and stuff, whatnot. But I guess I just didn't expect like how many people that don't know you very well would just assume that there's like an announcement coming.
Yeah, I don't really mind people asking, but
No, like we don't really mind it, but I guess I just didn't really expect people to ask as often as they do.
Yeah.
I feel like yeah, we don't care like really if people ask us, but anyway, we didn't expect that they would think that we're expecting, that we would expect that we thought that they'd think that we were expecting that they expected.
Is this the way that we're gonna tell them that we're pregnant?
Just an encouragement, like if you're married or whatever, just don't let anyone's like expectations or assumptions or anything guide your path. Like we're not going to get pregnant just because people want us to, you know, what's right for us and what God has for us. And so it's like you just have to stay in tune with that. And it's like if people ask, fine, whatever, you know, just don't let that get you down or like make you fall into a plan that like was not your plan at all.
That's good. And we are not pregnant. Especially me.
I thought you were. Number 5, we did not expect how much would change in almost 4 years of marriage.
Yeah,
My style.
I think this goes back to not worrying about anything about the past or the future, just living in the moment, because literally even if you're in a bad job right now, that could change tomorrow.
For one, my style, on a very lighthearted note, like even the things that we registered for our wedding, dishes and decor and all that stuff, like, oh, I thought like I would have those like for years, and now my style is like completely different. Like I did not expect that at all.
But yeah, things can change. If you have a bad situation right now of work or whatever, finances, like it can change basically overnight. Even a year ago or 6 months ago, like we're like in a way different place in life. And just knowing that another 6 months from now, we're going to be in a different place again. So it's like, don't get discouraged if there is something bad, because it can change overnight, literally.
I know, it's just crazy to like think about like where we are now and all the stuff that has like changed, and then it's like, oh my gosh, like this feels like so normal, and then like he was saying, like even in 6 months, it's just crazy. It's definitely an adventure.
These are all things that we aren't necessarily negative. They're just things that we didn't expect in marriage to be as hard as they are, but anything that's worth fighting for is going to be hard. All you got to do is just try every single day, just like anything else you want to be successful at.
Totally.
Hopefully you guys got encouraged by this video, and yeah, if you're in a bad situation right now, we definitely know what that's like, but we also know that God has you and that things can just change overnight. Just keep trusting him and relying on him.
That's really good. That's really good. Anyways, we only had to try like 10 different parking spots to try and find a good place to film. So thank you, Backside of Albertsons. Anyways, we'll see you guys next week. Bye!